Hey guys, Matthew, MTB Gains. If I'm looking a bit sweaty and stinky, I've just got back from a ride. Got myself a brew, and before I jump in the shower, I'm just going to bash out this quick video, or I'll forget and they'll be gone. I was just chatting to a lad on the trails, and he comes up to me and says, "Oh, I need your help to train me." I was like, "Yeah, wicked, I can do that. What are you looking for?" And he's like, "Oh, I keep going over the bars. On all the downhills, I'm going over the bars. So I want to work on my upper body strength to hold me on the bike a bit better." Kind of didn't sound too right to me. It's like, sounds a bit odd. So I went, "Come on, mate, let's go for a ride together, 10 minutes, and we'll have a quick look." Now, what was happening is he's going downhills. He was almost on his tiptoes. So rather than dipping his heels, I can go a visitor here. Come on, get lost. Filming.
I'm not just filming.
On the downhill, he was almost like on his tiptoes. So because of that, he's shifting his momentum and his body weight forward. And then every time he's going over something, boom, he's just popping the back end up and he's going over. Like, I said to him, "Dude, it's nothing to do with your upper body strength. It looks like your calves are that tight that you can't drop your heels." So we went round again. As he's going down the downhill, I'm like, "Right, drop your calves." He couldn't do it. He can get them about level. And then after about 10 seconds, he said, "It's that painful." They were creeping up again. And I think that chronic calf tightness, it's a big thing with mountain bikers, cyclists in general, but for us mountain bikers, when we're going down gnarly downhills and stuff like that, we want to drop them heels. And if you're in a position where your calves are that tight or that painful, you can't do it, you're going to end up with problems like this fella, falling off all the time. Anyway, so what I said I'd do for him, I'm like, "You don't need training right now." I said I'll do a quick video, hence why I'm a bit sweaty and stinky. And I'm going to give 2 mobilization drills to get that nice and loose and supple, and then 2 stretching drills. Nice and easy that you can do anywhere. Now, there's a million ways to mobilize calves and the lower legs, and the same with stretches. There's so many different ones. These are just 2 that are nice and easy. You can do anywhere. You don't really need any equipment, and it's pretty simple to do. Right, I'm going to move my camera for you. Okay, so mobilization number 1. This is just your classic. Get a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, anything like that. Stick it under and start working away. Now, unfortunately, I've got pretty skinny calves, so I hope you've got a big screen TV. Anyway, with this, look, it's pretty good. You can go side to side, forwards and backwards, work your way along, just increasing the blood flow, putting a bit of compression on there, get some mobility back. As you're working your way around, you might find a tender spot, and then once you found the tender spot, show it a bit of love, hold it there for a bit, move around it slowly. Oh, fuck me. This is pretty painful for me. Look, you can see a true mountain biker's legs, a couple of cuts, cut, another cut, and another cut. So yeah, as I was saying a minute ago, but when you're pedaling, the ankle here is not really moving a lot. And this calf, it's doing a lot of static contractions as you're pushing. It's almost like just tensing your arm without moving it all the time. And if you're doing that for a couple of hours at a time, maybe even a few times a week, it's going to get pretty sore, pretty tender, and it's going to forget that full range of motion that it can go to, because it's never going there. It's not being stretched to its full range. So we need to reset that and get that full range back. So you could quite easily do this, working your way up and down, find yourself, waste a couple of minutes easy doing that. So that's mobilization number 1. Now, I said I'd give you these that were pretty easy to do and you didn't need a lot of equipment. But as a Brucey bonus, if you've got a kettlebell, here's a great little mobilization technique for lower limbs. So we'll get our ball you've just used. You're going to lay that on the side here. You can see that better. Let me get some light. And you're going to get a kettlebell upside down. And then just, oh God, that goes. You're going to rub that just to the side of the bun. Just rock it backwards and forwards. So you're getting double pressure here. You're getting this from the kettlebell, and then it's also pressing into the lacrosse ball here. Quite often with a lacrosse ball, anything on the sides or the front, it's pretty hard to get the movement there or to get it mobilized. Whereas by doing this technique, oh yeah, it's pretty good. You can certainly feel the pain. This one does its job. It's brutal. It's like a pleasure pain thing, really is. Oh God. So anyway, that's a little Brucey bonus, number 2. So another mobilization technique is just involving a broom handle. So you're gonna stick that on the back of the legs and then just sit back on that. And that can get pretty brutal as well. Oh. And then you can alter and adjust the pressure yourself with your hands. If you want to put more on, you can sit back more and then just work your way down the leg. Rolling your way down. There we go. And that's a nice way to get loosened up, mobilise the muscles of the lower limb. Oh God, painful. So now we've mobilised them tissues, they're all moving a little bit freer over each other. There's not the tension and stickiness there anymore. We've kind of released that fascia from the muscle. Let's do a couple of stretches and really maximise this. First one is your good old-fashioned wall stretch. Right, so with a wall stretch, you want to get your foot nice and high on the wall. Good thing here is, as well as stretching all these muscles here, you're actually getting a good bit of stretch here in all the toe flexors. This is why I really like this. Rather than using a block on an angle, I prefer doing it this way because you're stretching them toe flexors. Now you can either do it static, hold it there, or you can lean back and then press against that wall, more dynamic. Straightening your leg, you're almost pushing from the hip. And you'll feel, oh yeah, one hell of a stretch there. So that's stretch number 1. So this second stretch, another classic with a bit of a modern twist. So it's going to be press against the wall, feel them stretching that back leg. Then what we're going to do is, we're going to step to the side, probably about 2 o'clock-ish. You'll feel a different stretch, back to the original, and then to like a 10 o'clock, and stretch that out, and then back there to the start. So by stretching that at different angles, we're starting to work all them different angles around the muscle and really get the full muscle bed stretched, which is what we want to get that full range of motion back. So there you go, there's a brief basic reason for what causes that calf tightness in mountain bikers, and then we went through 2 mobilization drills and 2 stretching drills. Now Jono, who I met today, I accept payment for this by beer, thumbs up or subscribes, and then to anyone else watching, just same. It'd be great to get a thumbs up if you like the video, or give me a subscribe if you want to see more info like this, or you can always send me some beer if you know where I live. Now, if you're going to have a crack at these mobilization drills and stretches, I'd recommend, depending on how tight they are, just going for somewhere between like 3 and 5 minutes per leg on each mobilization drill. And then for the stretches, don't be too worried about going up to 2 minutes. You know, you can easily spend 2 minutes stretching out each leg with each stretch, and try that a couple of times a week and see how you get on. It's one of them things where once you've got some mobility and some good range of motion back, don't just stop doing it. You might want to go from 3 times a week to once a week, maybe after a ride, stretch it all out. Keep that muscle memory in there of knowing this is what my range of motion is and this is what I should be working with. Don't get all them calves angry and tight. So give it a whirl, don't be scared stretching out. People seem to do 30 seconds and go, oh, that's enough. Give it a couple of minutes, let it sink in, get it working right. Thanks for watching, see you next time.